why this queen was buried alive by her own people. Voice script in ancient Assyria. Queen Semiramis ruled the greatest empire the world had ever known. But power, jealousy, and betrayal would lead to the most horrific punishment imaginable, being buried alive by her own subjects. Semiramis had risen from humble origins to become the most powerful woman in the ancient world. But her claims of divinity and ruthless ambition were creating dangerous enemies. Semiramis's hubris was growing dangerous. Ancient texts tell us she claimed to be the reincarnation of the goddess Ishtar, demanding worship from her subjects. Semiramis forced her people to build enormous monuments to herself. Thousands died constructing her palaces, gardens, and temples. The queen's vanity was costing countless lives. A conspiracy was forming among Semiramis's own nobles and priests. They believed the queen had committed the ultimate blasphemy, claiming equality with the gods. By demanding divine worship, Semiramis had crossed a line that even absolute monarchs dared not cross. The people began to see her not as their queen, but as an enemy of the gods. But Semiramis had misjudged her people's devotion. Ancient Assyrians believed that blasphemy against the gods brought divine wrath upon the entire nation. In ancient Assyria, the most serious religious crimes were punished by live burial. The conspirators believed this was the only way to appease the gods' anger. Semiramis's divine pretensions had cost her the loyalty of everyone around her. Even her personal guards believed she had to be punished. The people's anger had been building for years. Semiramis's forced labor projects, excessive taxes, and religious blasphemy had turned her subjects against her. Ancient sources describe Semiramis's final moments as a mixture of defiance and terror. The woman who had claimed godhood faced the most human of fears, death. The burial was swift but terrible. Within hours, the pit was filled, and Semiramis, the great queen who had claimed immortality, was entombed beneath tons of earth. Word of Semiramis's death spread throughout the ancient world. Some mourned the loss of a great queen. Others celebrated the punishment of a blasphemer. Semiramis's son, Ninus, learned from his mother's fate. He ruled as a mortal king, never claiming divine status. Legends grew around Semiramis's death. Some claimed she escaped and founded other kingdoms. Others said her ghost still haunted Assyria, seeking revenge. The priests believed Semiramis's punishment had restored divine favor to Assyria. But the empire's decline had already begun. Ancient historians recorded Semiramis's story as a warning about the dangers of absolute power and religious hubris. Modern archaeology has found evidence of Semiramis's building projects and her controversial reign, but her burial site remains lost to time. The story of Queen Semiramis reminds us that even the mightiest rulers are ultimately mortal. Those who forget their humanity in the pursuit of power may find that power turned against them by the very people they sought to control. Semiramis. Generals report on our conquests in Babylon. General Asher. Your Majesty, the city has fallen. Your empire now stretches from Egypt to India. Semiramis. Good. Let all nations know that Semiramis rules by divine right. Even the gods bow to my will. Nabu-rim-ani. Your Majesty, the priests grow concerned about your divine proclamations. Semiramis. Concerned? I have brought glory to Assyria. I have built cities, conquered nations. Nabu-rim-ani, but claiming to be a goddess. This troubles the people's faith. Semiramis. Their faith should be in me. I am their queen, their protector, their deity. Semiramis. Make the statues taller. I want them to reach the heavens themselves. Chief Architect. Your Majesty, the workers are exhausted. Many have died from the labor. Semiramis. Their deaths honor me. Each stone they place brings them closer to serving a living goddess. Noble Shamash. Brothers, this madness must end. She works our people to death for her glory. Noble Marduk. And now she demands we worship her as Ishtar herself. Priest Nabu-rim-ani. The gods are angry. Omens speak of divine punishment. Noble Shamash. Then we must be the instruments of that punishment. Semiramis. People of Assyria. Kneel before your goddess made flesh. Semiramis. I have descended from heaven to rule you. Offer me your prayers, your sacrifices, your devotion. Old priest. Blasphemy. Only Ishtar herself deserves such worship. Semiramis. Silence, old man. I am Ishtar. I am your queen and your goddess. Semiramis. They whisper against me, but I am immortal now. A goddess cannot be overthrown. General Tiglath. My soldiers will no longer fight for someone who mocks the gods. Priest Nabu-rim-ani. The oracle of Marduk has spoken. She must be punished in the ancient way. Noble Shamash. Buried alive? That is the punishment for blasphemers. Priest Nabu-rim-ani. She claimed to be immortal. Let her prove it beneath the earth. Semiramis. Today we shall plan new conquests. Perhaps the lands beyond the great mountains. Noble Shamash. Semiramis, you are accused of blasphemy against the gods. Semiramis. How dare you? I am your queen. Priest Nabu-rim-ani. You were our queen. Now you are a blasphemer who must face divine justice. Semiramis. My guards will protect me. Captain of guards, your Majesty, we cannot defend someone who has angered the gods. Semiramis. People of Assyria. I am your queen. I have brought you victory and glory. Crowd member 1. You brought us the gods' anger. Crowd member 2. Our children died building your monuments. Crowd member 3. Blasphemer. Face divine justice. Priest Nabu-rim-ani. Semiramis. You are condemned to be buried alive for blasphemy against the gods. Semiramis. I am immortal. I am a goddess. You cannot kill a deity. Noble Shamash. Then prove your divinity. Survive beneath the earth. Semiramis. Wait. I was only trying to inspire our people to greatness. Priest Nabu-rim-ani. too late for repentance. The gods demand justice. Semiramis, I built this empire. I brought you glory. How can you do this to your queen? Crowd, you are no queen of ours. Face the gods' judgment. Semiramis, please. I renounce my claims. I am not a goddess. I am mortal. Priest Nabu-Rim-Ani, may the gods forgive us for what we had to do. But blasphemy cannot go unpunished. Priest Nabu-Rim-Ani, here lies one who forgot she was mortal. Ninyas, let it be proclaimed throughout the empire. I am your king, not your god. I rule by divine favor, not as a divine being. Merchant, they say she's still alive down there, clawing at the stone. Woman, nonsense. No one survives being buried alive. Old man, the gods demanded justice. Justice was served. High priest, great Marduk, we have punished the blasphemer. Let your anger pass from our land. Scribe, here lies Queen Semiramis, buried alive by her own people for claiming to be a goddess. Let all rulers remember, mortals who claim immortality find only death. What have we become? Cassius Chaerea. Brothers, this madness ends now. Caligula has made Rome a joke. Our legions fight seawater, while barbarians mass at our borders. Conspirator 1. The treasury is empty. He's spending gold to fight waves. Cassius Chaerea. Tomorrow, when he performs his shell ceremony, we act. Rome must be saved from this madman. Caligula, you were right, my faithful shell. They all plot against me. But we showed Neptune who rules, didn't we? Cassius Chaerea. Caesar, a word? Caligula. Chaerea, have you brought news of Neptune's movements? Cassius Chaerea. I bring news of Rome's future, Caesar. Caligula, what is this? Treason. Cassius Chaerea. This is justice. Suetonius. Caligula's war against Neptune remains the strangest military campaign in Roman history. He spent fortunes fighting an enemy that existed only in his fevered imagination.